When it comes to managing high growth teams, I see misalignment stifling the productivity of so many teams and therefore really inhibiting the growth that the business is able to achieve. When a business starts out and the team is relatively small, alignment's quite easy. You turn to a couple of people there, you tell them something, you turn to a couple of people there, you have a conversation. Before you know it, the 4 or 5 of you are on the same page. But as the organization grows, as the team begins to scale, how do we ritualize and how do we structurally ingrain habits that fall into our calendar each and every week to ensure that we as a team achieve one thing, and that is alignment? In this video, we're talking about the 3 high-performance rituals every business must do every week. Number 1, having an all-team meeting. Now, we do this Monday morning meeting. This is essentially everybody in the organization comes together and we talk about how we are performing in month. At the beginning of each month, we plan out, before the beginning of each month, we plan out exactly the performance across all departments, marketing, sales, product ops, finance, how we need to be performing day in, day out, week in, week out throughout any given month. And so the all-team meeting, what that does is it enables everybody to come together and say, this is where we thought we were going to be, this is where we are, or this is where we thought we were going to be, and we're actually ahead of where we are. If we're ahead, how do we bottle the gains and ensure we finish up? And if we're behind, what are we doing collectively to ensure that we're going to catch up? Specifically in this meeting, we're discussing in-month performance, interdepartmental dependencies. So is there something that the sales team needs to be aware of or working with the marketing team on? Or is there something that the product team need to be talking to the marketing team about? Are there interdepartmental dependencies that need to be discussed and fleshed out? And most importantly, what do we need to be doing from here in order to finish the month ahead of the targets that we've set for ourselves? That's ritual number 1. Ritual number 2 is one-on-ones. This is the most important management tool in your management toolbox. And essentially it says this: every single person in your company, whether you have 4 people, 40 people, or 400 people, every single person in your company has a one-on-one with their direct manager every single week. Now, these meetings are scheduled for 30 minutes, so it's 3 10-minute blocks. The first 10 minutes is to give the direct report 10 minutes to communicate and express anything that's on their mind. This is the channel and the forum, this first 10 minutes, to enable them to feel heard, for them to table ideas, for them to table how they're feeling, for them to table what support they might need, for them to table any grievances, for them to table any feedback, for them to provide any communication or data to their manager that can ultimately manage up to instigate any changes in the organization. First 10 minutes is them. It's their time, it's their stage. Second 10 minutes is to review their previous performance over the previous week. How did they perform? Here's the thing, guys. A players love accountability. I'll say that again. A players love accountability. If we're talking KPIs, we're talking monthly targets, then it's okay, everybody go out for the month and we'll catch up again at the end of the month. And there's not that granular week-to-week accountability. Performance will slip. You just won't get there. 80 to 90% of the months, you just won't achieve the targets. Whereas if we're checking in every single month and saying how is each and every individual performing, and they're doing this with their direct manager, by the way, how is each and every individual performing? Well, then we're managing performance in month to maximize our chance of hitting that month's target. So first 10 minutes is for them. Second 10 minutes is previous week's performance. Third 10 minutes is the coming week's performance and beyond. So the third 10 minutes is the future with a special focus on the coming week. This is ultimately to set them up for success. If they haven't been performing, why not? What's been going on? Can we provide any additional support or training or anything to enable them to perform? And if they are performing, how do we help them best continue that momentum, right? And so doing these one-on-ones. So if you've got a marketing manager and there's 3 people in the marketing team, then the 3 people in the marketing team are doing their one-on-ones with the marketing manager. If you've got 3 or 4 people in your leadership team and you're the CEO that they report into, then you're doing one-on-ones with 3 or 4 people. If you've got a general manager like I do, you're doing a weekly one-on-one with your general manager. He or she is doing a weekly one-on-one with the leadership team, and they're doing a weekly one-on-one with their specific teams. But again, I'll say this again, your weekly one-on-ones are the most important management tool in your management toolbox. That's the second ritual. The third ritual is a cultural activity. Now again, we like to end the week with this, so we do this on a Friday afternoon. Now that's not going to work for every business and every industry and every team, I get that. However, if you can do it on a Friday afternoon and it does suit your calendar, then it is a beautiful time to do it. Let me explain to you what I mean by cultural activity. One of our values here at the Entourage is make it happen, which is be outcome orientated, be focused on performance, and be focused on driving projects and results forward. And so each Friday afternoon from 4:30 to 5:30, we do a made it happen circle, right? Which is where the entire team stands in a circle out here in our games room. And we don't go around in order. There's no order. There's very few rules. It's a free-for-all. There's, juice, and there's wine, and there's beer, and there's nibblies, and all that sort of stuff. And whoever wants to talk, sort of pipes up and talks. And it's about calling out people and recognizing one another, recognizing those who have upheld the culture or embodied the values of your organization for that week. Made it happen circle, or give it a name that suits your organization and your values. We call it made it happen because make it happen is one of our values. It's ultimately about catching people doing something right. And so it might be, I've got to make it happen for Ryan. Ryan, you're on the phone to one of our members until 8 p.m. last Tuesday night. I could see that, brother. I could tell you weren't hanging up the phone until that member got the outcome. That was really admirable. That went a long way to ensuring that member got their outcome or that customer got their outcome. Just want to recognize you for that. Well done. And so whether they're small things, whether they're large things, it's an opportunity for the team to recognize one another, to share gratitude. And having it at the end of the week means that everybody leaves knowing that they're truly a part of something special and knowing that when they have gone above and beyond, it has been recognized. It is being appreciated, not just by one person who's giving them the made it happen, but perhaps by the whole team who's now hearing about it. These cultural rituals are so incredibly important to help ingrain structurally unity into a team. Again, at the beginning, when there's 3, 4, 5 people in a team, it's relatively easy. You can achieve alignment almost by accident, right? The magic travels, the communication travels. But as the team starts to scale, think about what rituals you can ingrain and start with these 3. Have an all-team meeting, preferably on Monday morning if you can. Make sure everybody in your organization is having one-on-ones. And thirdly, make sure you're doing some sort of a cultural activity like a made it happen circle to structurally ingrain unity, gratitude, appreciation, and watch as your culture begins to blossom. In the comments below, what rituals, if any, have you used in the past and what has worked in your organization? Share that with me in the comments below. I'll be there. Let's have that discussion. Keen to hear it.